Obviously disappointing. Should never lose a game when you're up 10 with under 5 to go. Credit Pitt. They made plays at the end of the game, and we did not. And we did some real positive things in the game, but the bottom line, we didn't win. And the game was there for us to win, and we didn't. And so, take questions, Greg.
I think, stat I saw, you only gave up 4 yards in the second half until their final 2 drives. So, can you explain the final 2 drives?
So let's talk about the one before the last drive. I think it's 2nd and 30. You know, so in the game, in my memory, in the first half, I think either by penalty or completion, they completed several of, or they gained when it was either 2nd or 3rd, 15 plus. And that one was 2nd and 30 plus. And I mean, let's just say what it is, man. We've not covered the pass very good. They threw 379 yards today. The quarterback ran around. We got pressure on him, and he slipped out several times. Credit to him. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can say up here to, you know, that is what it is. We had covered, and not fired up about it.
Your last possession between their 2 touchdowns, obviously we're trying to run the clock a little bit.
Well, we had a good play on the first down, man. We missed a block at the point of attack that would have been a made first, and then they would have put them in a really tough spot to do that. And we missed a crack block that we should make 10 out of 10 times, and we didn't make it. Second down play, it kind of is what it was. You know, you try to make them use their timeouts, which we did. Third down play, I got to see it. I thought we had some guys open, but I got to see it. You know, I don't know if he had pressure. I can only see the coverage shell of it, so I wouldn't be. I don't want to speculate from the quarterback's perspective, but I felt like we had 2 of the 3 were good plays, but I got to see it.
You know what happened there on the punt that ended up being a touchdown for Pitt?
Yeah, just two MAs, man. And you talk about a change. We had a play that I absolutely 100% disagree that was holding on the long play that Hudson got down there. I thought that was a really good block on Wyatt Milam in pass protection. So, and I've already seen it on the iPad, so that play is going to have to get explained to me because I'm extremely disappointed that we got that call. But going back to we had 2 guys that just didn't execute, and they were in a safe look and they blitzed, and it's the exact same blitz that we saw last week, and we had 2 guys that were there and didn't make the block.
Just without having watched the film yet, just what do you think plagued you primarily in terms of stopping the pass and the secondary?
Yeah, we just didn't make plays, man. Like, a lot of them were scrambles. You know, a lot of them were scrambles, which, you know, offensively, you know, it is kind of what they do. They have a first read, and then they have a check down and scramble. And they scrambled and made plays, and we did not make plays on the ball. We had a huge opportunity first, I guess they're the first or second drive of the game for a pick 6. You know, they threw it right to us, and we didn't take advantage of that. But yeah, a lot of it on scrambles, and then we didn't play the deep ball well, and that's kind of it is. When it happens 3 weeks in a row, it kind of is what it is, and so we got to make some changes and some corrections.
Neal, what do you think you changed or fixed in between games this week? I think you guys talked about open competitions and
we played some different guys back there at corner. Played 4 guys at corner. It's tough, Mike, till you go back and you watch the film to really assess. You know, it's easy to look at the stat sheet and say, shit, they threw for 379. That ain't very good. You know what I mean? Like, and it felt really bad watching it on the sideline. But until you go back and watch it, it's really hard to assess the personnel. And so I'll give you a better answer on Monday.
I was going to say, do you do that again next week? Just open everything up?
Yeah, but I mean, you are what you are. I mean, our personnel is our personnel. You know, we got to play them better. We got to play better. We got to coach them better. But it's not like we got people waiting in the bullpen.
At the beginning of the week, you joked about losing sleep over the 2022 loss. Do you think this one will join that one?
Oh yeah, without question. Yeah, this one's probably as bad or worse.
Neal, do you have any reaction? Coach Narduzzi said he beat West Virginia and the officials. after the game?
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I don't think, I thought the officials, you know, we can say what we want to, but the officials, you know, I'm not real pleased with them either. You know, but, I don't know about that. You'll never hear me blame the officials or anything. Like, I disagree with calls, but it's a really hard game to officiate.
How do you think the defensive line played with the sacks, but also allowing some quarterback runs?
Yeah, it scrambles, and, you know, the disappointing thing is we just didn't, we had him in our hands several different times, we just didn't get him down.
What's the message to the team after this now?
Hey, you're 1-2, that's what it is, we've earned that, that's what we are, we're 1-2, and we didn't execute it in the last 5 minutes of the game, and now we've got 9 conference games. We got 9 conference games, and our league's really good. And the truth of it is they're all going to be games like we played today, and we've got to figure out ways to win. This isn't over by any means. We're going to fight our tail off. We got a team next week that's in the same predicament as us, and both teams are going to come in back against the wall, and that's it. And going back to what Mike, the question you were asking about Narduzzi, they did a really good job. And so, like, I'm not pleased with the officials either. I feel his pain on that, but I don't necessarily think they beat them. You know, we're the one that got a long touchdown call back.
You thought the offense other, maybe that last series or two?
Nah, we moved the ball. You know, one time in the red zone, we needed to stick it in. You know, like, I wish we could have held on to the ball there. That would have been a different, you know, that's the 4 points if we could have scored a touchdown rather. We were good, not great. You know, that's how I would assess it. I thought we could have won it on offense as poorly as we played, covering the pass. We still could have won it offensively.
Did you get an explanation on the holding call?
Yeah, they said he grabbed him and threw him down, but that's called winning the block. You know, winning the block. His hands were inside. It's 1-on-1. That's a legal block, and I strongly disagree with that.
At this point in the season, do you feel like the passing defensive struggles are more personnel based, or is there something schematic that
Yeah,
needs to be
we have to assess it. I think all things, you know, I mean, when you don't cover it very well 3 weeks in a row, it's an issue. I'm not hiding from it. It's an issue.
Oliver's keeper on the punt, his option, he looks at it, makes a call.
Yeah, he can make the call on that. Yeah, at this point, we couldn't take advantage. You know, that's when we had the touchdown or play down to the 1 call back.
When you go up on Robinson's touchdown, do you keep an eye on the sideline and make sure that they're still in?
Yeah. Like, here's the thing, from an offense standpoint, you get them over on the sideline, you tell them 2 scenarios, you're up 10 or you're up 3, and you go through both scenarios and you talk through the plays. You know, as fast as they play, they never had to get out of their regular offense because that's how fast they play all the time. And so, yeah, even when we went up 10, there was never a point where I felt comfortable.
You know, in the final 30 seconds when you guys got the ball back, what happened on that series? 'Cause
Yeah,
it just wasn't
not great. You know, I thought we had the first one there. We had a chance. Probably should have thrown the ball and tried to catch and run. If I had to do it over again. Hindsight's always 20/20. You know, you're a little bit. You got 30 seconds to go and you got to score a touchdown, and so you got to get chunk plays. And quarterback runs and things like that aren't really going to help you.
You talked about stopping or limiting Desmond Reed as a big area of focus, and you guys held him to 26 yards on the rush. What do you think went well on that?
Well, we played the run well. Unfortunately, they threw the ball more than they ran. You know, like, I wish they would have ran the ball some more, but I don't get to pick. He's a really good player. He hurt us in the pass game. He got the first touchdown. They hit him. He made a great catch on that. He's a good player. He's a really good player. He kind of makes them go. But we did tackle him and played the run nicely.
You know, how'd you feel Garrett played tonight, and how is he just physically? Took a lot of late hits, and then the targeting and forth.
Yeah, you know, he's disappointed. He's hurt. We got a hurt locker room, man. Anytime you invest like these guys are asked to invest, when things don't go the way that you want it to go, it hurts. You know, we got a lot of hurt guys in the locker room right now. You know, I thought he did some really good things. He's a competitor, and I thought he competed tonight.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.